Alright, so this team right here is a super, totally unviable gimmick team that's all about just doing a ton of damage as soon as possible. If your opponent has any pet on their team who has undead damage, you're basically screwed. You auto-lose to Graves teams, you auto-lose to an undead pet that has an undead spammable ability. Just because these guys, well, anyways, let me tell you the little strategy that these guys do, because if you don't go against, a team that has undeads on it, you actually have a pretty good chance of winning, because Rotten Little Helper right here has Booby Trap Presence. Throw those out, and the next pet that comes in after you kill their pet will take 700 damage, which is a ton. And then I've got the Grinch's Gift, which just throws out 700 damage on a 5-turn cooldown. Oh, actually, it's the exact same amount as Booby Trap Presence. Yeah, these two abilities combined is enough to kill a pet. That's a lot of damage. 700 plus 700, yeah, that's enough damage to kill a standard pet with 1400 health. And then after Rotten Little Helper throws out his two abilities, he usually just switches. He doesn't stay in. Then you go into Father Winter's Helper or Winter's Little Helper. They're both the same. They're both exactly the same pet. They both have the same exact terrible breed and the same exact terrible moveset. But it actually kind of works in this team because they start off by just throwing Gift of the Winter's Veil, which does about 600 damage, which is quite a bit. And then you go into Call Blizzard, and then Ice Lance until you die. Or, if you want to forego that, you can just switch into Winter's Little Helper, and then throw out its present, and then just use Call Blizzard and Ice Lance until you die. Because it does enough damage where it actually warrants you. It makes up for your switch as long as the damage actually lands on them. Because the normal basic attack does about 300 damage, and this attack right here does 600 on a cooldown. So you can switch into it and do about as much damage as if you had just used two basic attacks. So it's totally worth it just to switch through all of them and just do massive amounts of damage. But most of the time, after you've thrown out, Grinch's Gift and a Gift of the Winter's Veil, the pet you're going against should be really low, where you can just finish them off with a Call Blizzard or an Ice Lance or two, and then you can switch. So this team right here, it's totally viable to switch just because of how hard they hit with their presence. And that's basically it. It's really gimmicky. It's just all about doing a whole bunch of damage with their presence. We got the Grinch's Gifts, and then the Gift of the Winter's Veil, plus the Booby Trap Presence, for when you kill their pet, they're going to come into battle and take 700 damage to the face. Plus, they all have Ice Lance. I actually kind of went against a whole bunch of magic type pets, believe it or not. The least likely pet you'd see in PvP. And the one that is actually kind of a bane to this team, which is all about just doing massive amounts of damage, I went against quite often. I was like, seriously? Does the matchmaking system know what I'm trying to do, and they're specifically trying to counter me? At least I didn't go into Graves. I didn't go against any Graves teams. I mean, I did when I first built this team, and I tried to test it out to see if it would work or not. Very first team I got was a very try-hard Graves AoE team. But since then, none of them, so it's actually pretty fun if you just want to screw around for a little bit and try to get a bunch of really quick wins. Because if you don't get a quick win, you lose really fast. So it's actually not that bad, even if it does have like a bad win rate. The matches are really quick. It's like the pet battle equivalent to Face Hunter. Alright, finally a team I can counter with my Emperor Crab and Arctic Hare. Alright, Tsundere will come out first because he has the best matchup against Crusher, even though Crusher absolutely destroys him with all his humanoid damage. So I'm going to go straight for a Deep Breath. Looks like I'm a little bit faster than him. I know he's just going to go straight into Shell Armor. I know your game plan, Crusher. I just gotta do as much damage to you as humanly possible before you kill me. Because I know Tsundere can't really do much against you. Ooh, he went below 50. Oh, thankfully he only has Acid Touch. Let's use my Dragon Racial. Oh, fuck. The damage was pathetic. That was so pathetic. You piece of garbage, Tsundere, that was so pathetic. Alright, let's go for a couple of snaps and see if this is enough to kill him. Oh, I made a smart switch. It's too bad. I'm gonna go for shell armor to stop any of his damage. And then just go for a couple more snaps. Ugh. Hayaki has such a bad matchup against humanoids. I'm gonna need Madookami to deal with Crusher when it comes back out. It looks like he's gonna give me a free turkey kill though, which is fine by me. I don't mind. I don't know what the hell he's trying to do. He should have like switched back into his Crusher by now. I guess he just wanted to free switch from Crusher. I mean, I get it. It's not a bad strategy. He's going to throw up his shell armor, and he's a little bit faster than me, so I'm just going to preemptively throw up my shell shield to completely prevent the dot damage, and then I'm going to heal up through his body slam. And then try to get some snap damage on him during the remaining 2 turns while I wait for Healing Wave to come off cooldown. Damn it, Crusher. Why you gotta do so much damage to me? Alright, another snap, and I'll just save Healing Wave for the turn where he throws up shell armor, if that turn comes, I should say. Yeah, looks like he didn't want to risk a body slam, so he died. He should have went for the body slam. Too bad for you. Alright, now I'm just gonna go for a Healing Wave to deal with this guy. Oh, thankfully. He went for a dot. Alright, now I'm gonna throw up Shell Shield. That way I don't take damage from him. I mean, I'll still take damage from his Shadow Lash. I don't know why he took Shadow Lash over Shadow Shock. Shadow Shock is way better. But it looks like Madookami is going to be able to take out his Unborn Valk, no problem. Since he has a really good matchup against the Unborn Valk. And I'm going to get off a nice little heal right here while he keeps refreshing his Siphon Life, which isn't going to do much. And I'm just at a better place now than when I actually started this fight because he's doing shit for damage. Oh, this is too great. I was actually like really worried about the Crusher. And it turned out to not be a problem like at all. I mean, it was still a problem, but I was able to do enough damage to it where my Emperor Crab was able to finish it up. And luckily, he basically just let Turkey die for no reason. He could have switched him out. Turkey actually could have done something against my rabbit, but he just let it die while I took like no damage. I didn't even bother healing because I took so little damage from it. That was, oh my god, that was so poorly played on his part. Alright, so both of my little helpers have a good matchup against the Dread Hatchling. It looks like our biggest problem is Band-Aid. What an ironic name. Alright, so Booby Trap Presents first, and then Grinch's Gift, and then a switch out. Oh no, that Death and Decay is actually going to be a pain in the ass. Not that big a deal though. I don't really plan on sticking in to let him get full advantage out of that. Let's go into Father's Winter's little helper. Looks like he's just going to be spamming Plague Blood. It's a totally legitimate option to do. It's a good way to get some nice little heals and shit. And then I'm going to go into a Call Blizzard and then Ice Lance to kill him. Assuming I don't die before that happens, of course. Because Death and Decay does hurt. And then a nice little Ice Lance to finish him off. Alright, looks like he's going to refresh Death and Decay. And I'm just going to let him kill my father's little helper. No reason to not let him kill it. Then let's go back into Rotten Little Helper. Oh, damn it. Damn it, I should have went into Father's Little Helper. I mean, Winter's Little Helper. Oh shit, I'm actually faster than him. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that's convenient. Alright, he might throw down Minefield, so I'm just gonna go for an Ice Lance. Fuck, it missed. Damn it. Fucking darkness. Stupid piece of crap. Whatever, I can just go for Call Blizzard and then just spam Ice Lance and hope he doesn't kill me with an Iron Cannon. Whew, luckily that hit on the low end. I still have a Death and Decay out, which is kinda killer to me. All he has to do is get me below 700 something damage, which means I have to kill him. Ooh, on my next turn. Let's hope he doesn't go for Iron Cannon. Oh, good job, Winter's little helper. That was a close one. That was really close. I was within Iron Cannon range. I was able to tactfully kill him before it happened. What an interesting matchup. That Micro Defender is not going to do too well against all of our elemental damage. Deals damage equal to 50% of the direct damage back to the attacker, which means he's probably going to go into an Iron Cannon next. Which is fine, I guess. I don't really care. Oh my god, a crit. That's so unfortunate. I can't even afford to hit him. Because I'll die. Because his Iron Cannon fucking crit. Oh my god, that's such bad luck. Whatever, let's just let him die. Because he has the fucking worst luck in the world. Just go ahead and just kneel over already. Alright, let's go for an Ice Lance. He'll be able to go into an Iron Cannon on his next turn. God damn it, I took the full damage from that even though he came back to life at the end of it anyway. Why couldn't you like crit on the second one where it actually mattered? I'm surprised he didn't go for Iron... Oh, it's not off cooldown. It was showing the cooldown wrong. Taking stupid damage. Let's go for that. Yeah, I'm a little bit faster than him. Good job, Winter's little helper. I guess you're not useless. Nice job taking out the servant of Demidos. Alright, I think I might be able to do more damage if I just spam Ice Lance on this guy, since I won't activate his racial. If it does the split damage. I just gotta hope he doesn't crit or get a stun with his Soul Rush, and we should be fine. Whew. That was a dangerous match. Everything's a dangerous match with this matchup right here. It's very reliant on burst damage and not being crit by an Iron Cannon. Alright, so I think I know what his strategy is. It's just to go for massive amounts of damage. Let's see if I can outdamage him. I'm just gonna go straight for Grinch's Gift and then switch out. That way he can't get his racial going on me. Let's go into Father's Little Winter and then go for a Call Blizzard to change the weather on him while he's stuck doing his shit. Can I kill him with Ice Lance? 220 plus 140. Yeah, should be enough. No need to waste the gift of Winter's Veil. Totally forgot I could change the weather on him to reduce damage. Fuck. Now we've got this guy out where Grinch's Gift isn't as effective. Actually, you know what? It might be fine. I might not hit the threshold. Yeah, barely hit the threshold. Alright, now he's gotta go for some Ice Lances. He doesn't have totally buffed up abilities either. I could go for a Blizzard to refresh it or an Ice Lance for just more damage in general. Get him below the 35% health threshold. Let's go into the other Winter's Little Helper and finish him off with an Ice Lance. Whew, good job. Now, Russell. Gift of the Winter's Veil, so I hope it doesn't miss. Because I know he's going for Alpha Strike. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Oh, thank God. Now let's change the weather on him. So his Nocturnal Strike will miss. Oh, he still landed it. Yeah, that happens every time I go against these kinds of teams. Well, I shouldn't say every time, sometimes they miss, but it is a 50-50 chance, so there's just as much of a chance of it hitting as it did miss. Alright, so this team was able to out-damage a very damage-intensive team. Not half bad.